Discovery Church has been supporting our partner EFICOR for the past 2.5 years. We support their maternal and child health project in a place called Balangir, Odisha. Sadly, in this region, 1 in 10 babies won't make it to their first birthday. But the project is doing some amazing work to actually change that statistic. So they're working with women, their children and their families to ensure that they can access the health services they need to raise their babies safely. And the project's also working with the local government, the local health services and other members of the community to ensure that they can actually deliver really good quality health services to the women. All of this means that more women and their babies are making it through childbirth and making it through their first year of life. Last year, the project saw literally hundreds of women, many women who have lost children in the past, deliver their babies safely, and they now have babies and toddlers that are healthy. So that's a wonderful outcome. This year, EFICOR is also responding to the coronavirus situation. India has been in lockdown since March, and there are significant economic and health challenges across the country that are affecting some of the most vulnerable people in society. One of the key issues is that many people in India are working in cities and have been forced to return to their villages as a result of the lockdown. With no employment, no income, a lot of these families are facing significant financial pressure. This is leading to a lot of people taking out high interest loans and becoming further in debt. These families are also dealing with a lot of stigma as they return from the cities and because there's a lot of misconceptions around the virus and how it's spread. With limited social support from the government in a lot of these areas, families are really struggling to place food on the table. In Balangir, where the project we support is located, this is the reality for so many families. Many of the women and the children that we've been working with over the past years have got husbands that are returned home and now have no income and are facing significant struggles. Thankfully, EFICOR is responding to these issues in Balangir and in other areas across India where they work. Ramesh, EFICOR's Executive Director, will share a little bit more about this.
In the present unprecedented time of COVID-19, India is facing public health crisis. And this has been affecting a lot in terms of the poor and marginalized. Thousands of people have been stranded. They are from different locations, stranded at different other locations. The daily wage laborers, the poor, the vulnerable, the small-scale business people, who work and then earn their money, they're all suffering and affected a lot. This lockdown, almost 54 days till May 17th, it's a huge thing for the poor and needy. And people are starving, people are crying for help. Our target has been to meet the basic needs, that is the food, especially for the people, those who are daily wage laborers, migrants, and the poorest in the communities. EFICOR also involves in infection control management. We took permission from the district governments and also health departments, working along with them in awareness, providing safety gears, and also working with the communities to get compensation from the government. Help us to help many such families and show our love to them at this time of crisis so that they have food and they have a dignity in their life. Kindly join us and help us to help many people. Thank you.
In this season, it's so easy to be focused on ourselves and the challenges we are all facing. But I want to invite you to think bigger with us in this time. For me personally, I've been so moved hearing about the situation in India and the work of EFICOR, and it's helped me lift my eyes off my own situation and focus on others around the world that are really struggling in this time. I've been so moved that we as a church are choosing to be generous in this time. In a time when so many other people are not doing that, we are actually practicing radical generosity, and that speaks to me of the kingdom and the God that we serve. And so I want to thank you for being generous and for partnering with us and making this possible.